No, Ronaldo. What are you doing? Start this shit over. I missed a whole cue to come in.
Yeah, just be quiet. You talk to them.
I could not. He turned my headphones down so I couldn't hear the cue.
Yep, and you didn't need to say nothing, no way. It was a moment of silence.
Take 2. Today. I hate y'all so much. I miss you fuckers. Oh, man. What is good, party people? It's the Killing Tyme Crew, and we are back at it once again. My name is Corey. We got Ronaldo. We got my dog, Tanisha, up in here. And y'all know what it is. Random bar conversations through the week. You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing?
Lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. How was y'all weekends? I'm sorry. I act like we ain't done this before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm tripping.
Are you okay?
Apparently not.
He not okay, y'all.
Apparently not. Y'all know what we do, first party people.
What we do.
I'm sitting here tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going to do in my mind. You know what I'm saying? What we got on deck, Ronaldo?
You ask me what I'm sipping on and what are my dreams. Yeah.
Been watching a lot of UFC lately, and they are promoting this thing called Howlerhead. Howlerhead whiskey. It is banana flavored whiskey.
It's got a picture on them with a monkey on it.
Yeah, it's a monkey head.
I think it's racially motivated. You know, black people, monkeys. You know the history behind this. And he's going to bring this to a podcast with full black people. I'm just saying.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything with the monkey doesn't necessarily have to be.
Right.
Racially motivated.
Yeah.
I
now,
said what I said.
Now, if you're sitting there and the monkey's throwing shit at you, is that racially motivated?
Yeah.
Nah, he's just an asshole. That monkey just an asshole. That's all that shit is.
Because now you got to get PETA involved because I'm going to kill a monkey. Like, the hell?
I used to spank my monkey.
You used to spank your monkey.
You're nasty.
Jesus.
I didn't need to know what
Wow.
you doing.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Happy Monday.
Miss y'all, man. It's different.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Okay, I tasted like the banana flavor right after I swallowed the damn shit. And
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, it's not horrible,
It's not horrible.
but would I buy it? No.
It's
Preference.
It's the taste.
I'm
It's
not
a-
a fan of that at all.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
It's not for us. We're never buying this again.
No.
I mean, hey, it
No,
might
not
go.
at all.
This
good
is
with
definitely going to sit in the house and just
water.
when somebody comes over.
Just to take shots.
Yeah, no, they can can just take shots of that.
Oh, this is made with tequila.
Is it? Oh, it's a margarita. Yeah.
That hit
That
me.
shit. Ooh, that shit is good.
Right. I was just like,
Oh,
ooh,
right.
ooh.
That's pretty good.
The strawberry margarita.
Yeah,
cut
you know,
water.
yeah.
Buy cut water.
Wifey got drunk off that shit. The damn rum mai tais all damn Saturday and Friday.
They have rum mai tais?
They got the mai
They got a
tai
lot of shit.
I definitely.
and the
have
white
tried.
Russian. I blended up the white Russian for them this weekend. Put a little chocolate syrup on the cup. White Russians.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's my invite?
You was out partying all weekend. We didn't do shit this weekend. I guess I'll start. So much we didn't do shit. We sat in my backyard all weekend and watched movies.
saw the movies.
Yeah,
I was watching
and watch
it.
movies in
Big
it.
screen. Mr. Wealthy Man got a theater in his home backyard.
It's not a theater.
It's not a theater.
It's a theater.
It's just a projector
It's a theater.
with a boom box attached to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
And
the-
if you look it up on Amazon, you're going to see it's more than $150 for everything involved.
No, in his old house, he had like a little.
The old house had a nice ass movie theater.
They had like
it
a
was
little movie theater set up
Yeah,
in there.
shit was dope. Anywho,
It's been done.
anywho,
He turned his loft into like a.
it was the last loft was a legit movie.
Y'all got rid of the popcorn machine? Or do you still have
yeah,
the popcorn?
Bernard got it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Who's Bernard?
Because I'm
My
thinking,
cousin.
I'm like that would be perfect for.
I told her,
backyard.
I said, I want another popcorn machine. She's like, why? I'm like, because we're going to be outside watching movies now. We need a popcorn machine. That'd be fucking great. I'm buying one. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm buying another one.
I don't think you should do it now though. Wait till next.
Wait till the
summer.
pool is ready.
Yeah, next summer.
No, too late.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to Amazon today.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I support it. I like,
see,
and
look,
just make sure you get the seasonings with it, though.
Yeah, yeah, you
We
gotta
ain't
get
having no
seasonings.
bland popcorn.
Nah, you got to do the season. But nah, man, we just sit outside, man. watch some movies, man. We watched The End of the Road with Queen Latifah, End of the Road with Queen Latifah and
Was
Ludacris.
it good? I've been hearing so much about it, but the damn preview looked amazing.
First off,
The preview had all the good parts.
I think Queen Latifah got her wig from Tyler Perry's closet.
She got that shit off of Amazon. For
Yeah.
sure.
And then
Hey, wait a minute. Amazon got some good wigs.
I know they do, but
just say
hers
the
was a costume wig. It was literally a costume wig.
Costume designer was a white woman because they're the only ones that don't know lace front wigs.
I don't know how she would let
They get
that,
party
let
city
that
wigs.
ride.
is that from Costco?
No,
I mean,
no, it's not.
Amazon?
No, it's not.
I said Costco. Cutwater.
I wish
Is
they.
that from Amazon?
No, it's not.
What if Costco did sell wigs?
I'd be happy as hell, and it better be for the low price of like $30, $40.
You get 8 wigs for $22.
Baby, I would cry. I would go bawling every paycheck.
But no, it wasn't a bad movie, but it just, you've seen the movie before.
Yeah.
And it was probably what you expect the movie to be.
We're
Like,
not-
I feel like that was a BET movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lifetime movie.
movie.
that they put on
Straight to
Netflix.
BET Plus.
Yeah.
Wait, BET Plus be having some movies.
I don't got that shit.
I mean, that's probably the one subscription I don't have,
me
which
too,
is
me
kind of
too.
bad.
It's not. You're not missing too much because they overly act, unreally
I know.
dressed.
Listen.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like every type of stereotype that a black person is in has been in any BET movie ever.
I only
And
watch,
they play Baby Boy consistently.
I only
on
watch
TV.
BET for one reason.
What?
Martin. At night in the house. I turn on Martin for BET. That's it.
They have that on HBO Max.
I know. That's why I'm watching that shit now.
Exactly.
But anywho, Ronaldo told me I can no longer
Talk during the movie.
talk during the movie.
You a talk? Well,
I'm not
No.
a talker.
Corey, like, I know what's going on. Such and such is the bad guy. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
5 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, bro.
I always say I think I know what's gonna happen, and then I'll be like, "Do y'all want me to tell y'all?"
He's like, oh,
they
that
be
was
like,
suspect. He's the bad guy. Boop de boo. I'm like, really? All right, you know
I'm
what?
usually right though. I can usually put money on mine.
And then, of course, you don't really think about it. Like, nah, Corey is just, he's projecting. He's just guessing. But then this happens, and you be like, yep, that was shady. Then this happens, yep, that nigga's the bad guy. Yep.
My favorite thing is doing that with them the Sundance white people films that like don't get no notoriety at all.
Independent films.
Kind of the independent
Right.
films, but they have like high class actors in there, A-listers.
Yeah.
Like it's something called Hello My Darling, and it's supposed like they showed limited pictures of
Yeah.
it, and it has such a scandal behind it.
Low
like, behind the
key,
reviews,
I
but
want to go
don't
to a
see it.
film festival one day. Like low key.
What do you think?
Sundance.
What do you
I
think
wanna
they're
go to
like though?
SFF.
Like
Huh?
a film festival, I kind of feel like is just going to
I
like.
feel like there's pretentious white people there, and I
Yeah.
just don't think that's
and
my
what
vibe.
would you do at a film festival besides watch a movie, right? So you're going to a movie theater.
Watch movies and drink all fucking day.
But what if the movies are bad? Or you
That's
gotta
what
read,
I'm-
or you gotta
that's
read
what I'm there
subtitles the
for.
entire time.
Okay,
So
I'm-
you can't have snacks and you can't talk to your friends and then watch the movie at the same time. You gotta be focused.
Your ass definitely can't go because you can't talk.
Because people gonna be like, "Get your ass
Yeah,
out of
like
here!"
sir, come with the usher gonna come down and get you. Like,
And you gonna be like,
sir.
"That right there is the dead bad
Come
guy.
with me, sir.
I'm out
Yeah,
though. I'm
yeah.
out."
I'm actually interested in going to a film festival. If y'all out there or y'all have a film festival, let me know. Let me come. Let me watch movies all day.
I just
and
feel
critique them.
the only thing okay, a film festival would be cool, but I just feel like okay, you're
Certain type of movie.
you're devoting an hour and a half of your time to watch
2
a
hours.
movie.
Yeah, you're probably devoting at least 6 to 8 hours of that day watching movies.
I wouldn't mind it if
Okay,
it was
all right.
if it
okay,
was
I could see that because
Yeah.
like Life is Beautiful, like you're there like all shout out to Life
All
is Beautiful
day.
was here this
Yeah,
weekend.
it was.
Yeah.
So you're there like all day long. So okay, I guess I could see that then.
And
Yeah.
I'm
You
very
can watch like 5 or
upset.
6 movies.
Yeah.
I'm very upset at the fact that I didn't know that T-Pain was at Life is Beautiful.
What?
this year. Yeah.
Tallahassee Payne? Buy
And
you a drink?
that's my one
was
of my
gonna go.
top favorite artists. I don't
You had
really
a
care about
ticket, didn't you?
anybody.
You had a ticket,
Why
didn't
didn't
go?
you go? And why didn't you give it to me?
Well, Friday we were over at Corey's
Yeah.
house watching movies, and I just had one ticket. It just,
Oh.
So my brother worked for the city, and he worked for Life is Beautiful, and he was like, "Dude, if you want to come, just let me know." So I could have.
I would
went
literally
and hung
only
out the
seen
whole time.
T-Pain, been up there as close as I can get without fighting people, and that would have been it because
The
I
lineup
love
this
that
year
man.
wasn't all that great, though,
It
so I
wasn't.
wasn't really
It
that
wasn't.
excited to go. Like I probably would have went to go see Big Boy, and that probably
Big
would've
Boy
been
was
it.
here?
Big Boy performed.
Gorillas is a good
Gorillas, I
band,
would have
too.
liked to see.
I
Gorillas.
would have loved to see
They
Gorillas.
dope in person.
Because Reggie was like, dude, I can't wait to see Big. He was like, well, Jack Harlow's closed. I'm like,
Fuck that Jack Harlow.
I like
Jack
Jack
Harlow
Harlow.
he had a residency here,
I'm
so
sorry,
it'll
Jack
be
Harlow.
fine.
I apologize.
If he play Andres again, I might might see you there.
But anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the weekend though, man.
It's
Like
Friday, and then we
it
did
is
the same
Saturday.
thing Saturday.
I did the same thing Saturday.
Same thing Saturday.
Sunday I was with him and his son's birthday party. You know, shout out to my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Turning the big 2-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jeremiah and the big 2-1.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
I hate I missed the freaking the shots.
Funny story about that. So I get there, I drop off the food or whatever. I had cooked chicken and ribs and stuff. I get there, my brother's already there. And we're sitting there dilly-dallying and talking or whatever. And his mom is like, hey, we need to get more ice. She's like, I'll go and get more ice. Reggie's like, no. We'll go get more ice. And I'm like, he's like, Ronaldo, let's go. I'm like, okay, cool. And he goes, Jeremiah, come on, let's go. And I'm like, well, he can stay here. He's like, no, he's coming with us. I'm like, we're just gonna go get ice. He's like, no, we're not. We're going to PT's and we're gonna have a shot. Like he didn't have his first like
official
21 shot. I'm like, okay, cool, bet.
Yeah.
So we go take our shot or whatever. We come back later on in the night. Jeremiah's just walking around, and I just randomly ask him. This is my first time asking him, like, hey, you want to take a shot? He's like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's take a shot. Because he's 21 now. He can take random shots now. Let's take a shot. His mom hears me, and she's like, no. He can't take his first shot without me. Like, we're all going to take shots. So I'm like, well, we already did. And she got like, you should have seen her face. Like, she almost looked like she was about to cry. She was like, wait a minute. You went and had your first shot without me? You had a shot without me? And we were like, no, we didn't take a shot. But yeah, we did.
Wow, so she gonna hear this.
First off, brother,
see that you
no. He put it on social media that he did it.
But I'm in the clear because she doesn't have social media anymore.
Oh, there you go.
She doesn't have Facebook, Instagram anymore, so I'm good. Even if she does find out, she'll be mad at me. She'll be mad at me, but hey, it's all right.
You know the great thing about going over to her house for me to celebrate because we usually you do your son's stuff. Y'all usually have it over her house,
Or my
for
mom's.
your boys or
Yeah.
your moms. Was all the folks I don't see. I don't see.
I got you. Okay.
You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay,
like
cool.
like your ex's mother.
Deborah
You know what I'm
was
saying?
there.
All the homies I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, my ex was there. You know what I'm saying? My old high school sweetheart.
Long time ago.
My high school sweetheart was there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just good to see them folks, man. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And chuck up the deuce to them, you know, and talk shit with them real quick. It was good, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but shout out to your son, man. 21st birthday. Great shit.
Big 2-1.
And he's doing well for himself at 21.
Yeah. He works with me. I mean, and just real quick, I did a little bit of reflecting on him turning 21, and you know how they say like you can't have like a favorite kid. I don't have a favorite kid, but. You raised your hand. I don't have a favorite. I mean, I love all three of the boys the same, but
I'm Virginia's favorite.
But what I will say is that he is always going to have a special place because he's the first child, right?
Yes.
And so even in like the post I had put, like I didn't go into depth. Like that shit was going to be like a whole paragraph, but I knew y'all wasn't going to read that shit.
I read all those birthday posts. I'm one of those.
But it really wasn't more of a birthday post. It was more about just me just reflecting on the moment of him being born.
Yeah.
And just the fact that, you know what, like,
he grown.
like you, like literally, like, I kind of alluded to it. Like, there's nothing that can prepare you for having a child, right?
Nope.
And so, no matter how many books you read, how much your mom tells you got to do this, or you know, everybody tells you got to do this, nothing prepares you for the birth of a child. And literally, I'll never forget it. Like the moment I heard him cry, like I literally felt my life change. Like, okay, like this is something different. You know what I mean? I'm in, you know, protection mode and all that good shit, you know what I mean? And it goes from there. So from there, and then Jeremiah's such a cool kid. Like he's always been like my little buddy, you know what I mean? I call him Jeremiah, but it's actually Ronaldo Jr., you know what I mean? So everybody calls him, which is a whole nother story, is my grandfather never called me by my first name.
He called you Jeremiah?
He always called me Jeremiah.
Is that why you call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So really, like everybody's like, oh, he can be RJ or he can be Junior.
No,
I'm gonna call him Jeremiah because that's what my grandfather always called me.
It's kind of an honor. It's kind of honoring your grandfather.
Yeah, like he never called me by my friend, and I never knew why, but he never called me by my first name. Like my grandma. Me and my grandfather used to fight. Not fight, but we used to argue all the
Yeah.
time. Like,
So hold
we
on.
used to fight over like ice cream and shit like that.
Are you the second? The first? What are you?
What do you mean?
Ronaldo, Jeremiah, are you the first?
Oh, so you're senior.
You're
Yeah,
a
I'm
senior,
senior. Yeah,
and
yeah.
junior. Okay. Well, because sometimes people go first, second, or you know what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking
I'm
the question.
senior. I have the tattoo. It says senior and then junior. But I kind of want him to go. Kind of want him to start going second. That would be kind of dope. Instead of saying junior.
Do you want him to? Would you like him to continue that on for his first child?
Maybe not necessarily the name, but our family. It's not really a tradition, but it kind of is because like.
Well, you made it a tradition. You started it.
But I screwed it up though with freaking Isaiah. But we all have the same initials.
All right.
So my dad, me, my brother, Jeremiah,
Roman.
and Roman all have the same initials.
Well, the middle child has to
RJA.
be the middle child has to be different.
But it was
Gotta be different.
Well, obviously you don't know that you're gonna have a third child when you have the second child. So I was just trying to be like, you know what, and then I think I was probably mad at my dad or something. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna break this whole RJA thing. And so he still has the RA. It's Isaiah Rashawn Atkinson, but everybody else
it's just backwards.
Everybody else is RJA. Everybody
Okay.
is RJA. Roman is Roman Jacob. Jeremiah is Ronaldo Jeremiah. Reggie is Reginald Jermaine. My dad is Ramiah Joe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we all have the same initials. But, I mean, if he wants to, sure. You know what I mean? But I would at least, the initial thing would be cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, but yeah, man, no, it was, for me, it was a great weekend. But,
Good.
I mean.
And y'all are here. I want to say, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday. Oh, shit, that's the wrong button.
Happy motherfucking birthday, dog.
Thank you.
Big 2-8.
Big 2-8. Last time y'all saw me, I was young and 27, and now I am young and 28.
No, I'm just right.
My birthday went really well. My birthday was actually on Saturday, so that was really fun. On Friday, I ended up going to Siva's with a few of my friends.
There.
And my friends, Chris and Jasmine, love y'all to death. Missed you, Michelle. I know she couldn't make it, and I know she wanted to. And then shout out to my sisters, Kelsey and Kelly, for also showing up. And when I tell y'all, I had a time.
You had
a
a time.
I didn't think I still had the mega knees, but baby, I had the mega knees.
Where were the videos at? I didn't see those.
Oh, baby, they on Facebook.
They on
They
there.
on Facebook. They on
They on there.
Instagram.
Okay, I
Okay,
didn't
because
see
I was
that.
out here. I even got a shout out from the DJ. He was like, "You working that white, girl? You working that white?"
Okay,
I'm like,
all right.
And I thought I was getting old. I'm like, as long as my knees still work to be able to bust it open, I'll be
You're
great.
straight.
But I had a really good time. I had so much fun on Friday. And then for Saturday, Kelvin had a lot of stuff planned for me. I went and got my nails done, which are emerald green. I love MD Nails.
Nice.
Lupe and Rose, shout out to them. I love them to death. They always get my nails right in exactly the way I want them. Then I got a massage that had me hurting because
Where'd
it was
you
this one was Zen Massage
Okay.
in Henderson, Stephanie. It was a good massage. I fell asleep, so apparently it was good.
Apparently it was good.
It was real good.
Those are the best. Those are the best.
And then we ended up going to Fleming's for dinner.
How'd you like Fleming's?
It's good. It's good.
Because you know
That
you're
was it?
hard.
Not better than Barry's, but
Jesus.
I love steak. So that was my second time in that week having steak because my work also like had somebody retirement.
Fleming's is the shit.
Good.
I like Fleming's.
I mean, Claim Jumper. I had a Claim Jumper for the first time last week too, for like a retirement thing,
yeah,
and their
Claim
steaks are
Jumper.
actually
Yeah.
they good quality steaks. And man, when I tell you, I was like, this is gonna be like Outback nasty, but no, it was actually really good quality meat and everything. And then Sunday, I just kind of relaxed, did some cleaning, hung out with my kid. We colored. He likes to color right now.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's learning how to hold a pencil or a crayon, and he's like, "Mommy, can you color with me? I want you to color with me." And we did that.
Inside the lines or outside the
He's
lines?
doing really well with inside the lines right now because he's seeing what I'm doing, and he's just like, I want to do it too. And he has like this giant coloring book that his aunties got him, and it like has stencils, and he's learning how to like shape the lines.
Okay.
We're learning how to spell his name and everything, and he's getting it. He's understanding it.
One of my things when I don't even know if I can say like I started learning how to color, but when I would do it, I would always outline
and then
very
color.
dark.
Yeah,
and then
same.
I go in and color.
I think that might be a black person thing because we all have done that.
Yeah.
My mom taught me how to do that too.
They taught me how to do that, but I still color outside the line.
You still outside the line?
Yeah.
You just want to be a rebel,
You
Corey.
look like you were outside the line.
Right.
Color.
You look like you don't follow directions.
Yeah.
You look like you eat crayons as well.
you
So
know.
I'm not a Marine. Calm down.
You definitely coloring outside the line.
Navy is close enough.
No, we're not. They work for us. Calm the fuck down.
Close enough.
Okay.
LMN, Marines, Navy.
Y'all know what they checks say, right? They say they check say
Really,
Department of the Navy.
we gotta do this all the
The
time.
what?
We gotta do this every
And
week.
she brought it up. Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
She brought it up.
Right.
But as I would say, my birthday went very well. I had a
Good.
wonderful time, and y'all owe me. So I just sent y'all my Amazon wish list, and I'm expecting shit in the
I
mail
totally
for not
forgot.
showing up.
I meant to bring it up
Okay,
today.
y'all see on this podcast how they don't invite me to shit or give me birthday
No,
presents?
girl, we
I am
got
the odd man out.
Real talk,
okay?
me and Corey had the conversation,
We did.
and he was like, "Hey, like we should get Tanisha some."
We did.
Okay, yeah, bet.
Next-
So he
next week
told
we got you.
told me what he was planning on getting
We got
you,
you.
and then you had sent the.
Hold it to our heads, not our heart, because we definitely had you on our mind.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna hold it to your head,
And,
all right.
and then you sent the Amazon thing. I was like, okay, cool.
don't be doing me
I'll
like
get,
a damn pastor.
I'll get
Hit
something
your
off
ass
there.
up. Ugh. I don't got the upper body strength to him you up really, but in my
man,
mind,
but
I got the,
No, we got
For
you.
real,
though. We
happy
got you.
birthday, man. It's been I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're on the pod with us.
Yeah,
I'm
of
happy
course.
to be
Yeah.
here. Y'all
Yes.
know I love y'all. Y'all my older brothers. I
Right.
got much love for y'all and respect.
My daughters are hitting me up. I apologize. Dad, being a dad
already-
never stops.
Never stops.
Hey,
every
hey,
day,
hey.
every day,
Are we
all
about
day,
to know?
every
No.
day, all
Save
day.
it for the hands.
Hey, goddamn
Here we
it.
go.
Shout out. I had to take my headphones off for this shit. You already know where I'm going, Ronaldo.
Where you going?
Raymundo.
What?
What happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces. Give me everything you got. Give me all the celebrations you got. Come on.
I know that's
You
right.
got something?
I do.
I know that's
Hold on,
right.
hold on. I got something for you. Hold
All
on, where'd it
y'all
go?
ladies did
Oh,
the damn thing. I don't watch sports, but I
Asia,
watch
Kelsey,
social media.
All
Okay.
all of it, man. Come on.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Mute that bitch and skip ahead.
Yeah, I am.
But no, man, shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, man.
Yeah.
Ronaldo got something. Let's go.
There it is.
Let's go.
You know, technical difficulties.
It's all right.
turn
You
it
have
Got
to-
it?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Williams lets it fly, can't hit. Wilson the rebound, and this season has come up aces. The city of Las Vegas has its first major professional title.
Yes.
The Las Vegas Aces, your 2022 WNBA champions.
I know that's right. So congratulations to the beautiful women of Las Vegas Aces.
Yes.
They did their damn thing. They won the first WNBA championship here
Yes.
for Vegas. And this is our first
Professional championship.
Yeah, professional championship.
Like
And that's-
UNLV's brought one to the city back in the day, but for
Yeah.
professional sports, this is the first one.
This is
Yes,
top
sir.
tier for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
I personally thought the Golden Knights were going to bring the first one to us years ago because the first year that we were in the Stanley Cups, right?
Yeah,
And
and they were arguably the best team.
Yeah.
and probably the best team like 2 years in a row.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they definitely should have at least the second year shot.
But no, taking away nothing from these ladies, man. The city put their back behind the Aces, man, and it was beautiful to see. Like going to game one, sold out crowd, almost 11,000 people in there. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
Do
man.
you feel so? My girlfriend had an interesting take on the run, I guess, with the Aces. She's like, I find it funny how everybody's like all on the Aces now. I'm like, and I was kind of thinking about it like before not really before she had said it, but when she had said it, it makes you think about like the support that they were getting prior to this run. Like, were they getting the same amount of recognition? I know, like, us, you know what I mean? But you just didn't see it a lot on social media. There's probably about 4 or 5 people that I follow on social. One of the people doesn't even live here.
Yeah.
And the dude posts about that shit
Yeah.
all the fucking time. He posts about Aces like all year long.
Right.
He'll post about them. You know what I mean? But and I don't post about the Aces. You know what I mean? But I'll follow them.
We're
I keep
fans.
track of them.
We fans. We watch the games.
We watch the game, exactly. We keep track of them. But is it weird that now you're seeing a lot of people? Does it feel like bandwagoning to you?
I feel like that's normal, though. That's normal. When you see people winning, of course, you're like, oh, shit. Especially if it's in the city you grew up in or the city you live in.
Right.
Oh, shit, yeah, they're winning. That's great. That's for the city. That's for us. They're representing Vegas. That's something that they want to get with. Me being not a super sports person, but I just see a lot of beautiful tall black women in the forefront of that team. So of course I want to support it because I'm like, I love everybody black. I hope we all win. So
I think we even talked about this before when we talked about male groupies. We talked about the WNBA team, like okay, like people pulling up on them.
There's one dude on my Instagram who is a legit like Aces fan. I don't know if he's trying to get with somebody on the Aces.
Oh, he definitely gonna be at that parade tomorrow.
No, when I tell you he's like practiced with them and everything, I think he a low key male groupie. You know who you are.
You need to send me his info because we need to.
I need to go practice.
I send it.
I need to
now.
We need to hang out and have a drink together, partner.
And
we need one of them Aces on the pod.
He work on bass.
Yeah, cool.
We need one of them Aces on the pod. But no, shout out to y'all ladies.
Yeah, man, that was dope.
Like
good stuff.
Becky Hammond, Coach of the Year, All-Star Coach. They won the N League, the N League.
Name an award. The team won it. Well, probably not 6-man or 6-woman of the year, and then maybe not Rookie of the Year, but all the rest of that shit, they got Coach of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP. Like that squad was like probably it might go down in history as probably one of the best WNBA teams like ever.
Yes,
like that shit. Like they were fucking like dominant. Like that's how good they were.
Who's MVP of the year?
Asia, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP,
Defensive Player of the Year, and MVP of the season.
And then Chelsea got
MVP
of the finals.
I've seen some of her interviews. She seems like a really good leader for the team and everything. I don't know if she's like the forefront or whatever. I don't know.
They're literally like the best players.
And she's so nice. I've actually kind of met her when I used to work in the hotels.
Yeah,
I kind of like met her in passing, and she was very nice. She was shaking hands and everything. Yeah. This was pre-COVID and stuff like that. And she was shaking hands, and she was just like, "Hey, happy to be here." This is when we first got the Aces and stuff back in like 2016. Because
they came from San Antonio. Yep.
Yeah, and she was always really nice.
And really, think about it. They were in the finals 2 years ago. Mm-hmm.
They've always been. Like,
they've been up
the
there.
Top team.
Yeah. They just couldn't get over the hump with Bill Lambier and Cambridge. And I was reading today. They said that when Becky came on, Becky was like, "Man, shoot them threes." Mm-hmm. And bam!
I was watching that game yesterday. They was knocking them bitches down, knocking them down.
Yep. So yeah, man, shout out to them there. And
yeah, man, that shit was dope.
And shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to me.
Yeah.
What did I do?
For getting your ass whooped in fantasy this week.
Shut up. 2 weeks in a well, not 2 weeks in a row. I didn't get my ass week last week, but
would you like to know the score right now for us?
Do not want to know the score.
167 to 97 right now. That is the score right now for me against you in fantasy football.
And my brother literally just texts, "You can't catch a break in fantasy." Fuck out of here. I'm deleting the league. As soon as I get home, I'm deleting the league. I'm gonna erase all the stats. I'm the commissioner of the league. Get my ass whooped. No, I'm deleting all this shit.
It's 2 losses in the week, dog.
It's over.
All right, you want to go to the NFL? Let's get the NFL over real quick, dog. You got the scores up?
I had them up for a second. Give me a second.
Here you go.
Oh, NFL, the bane of my existence right now. Jesus. Oh my God. I just saw the fucking Bills score. Oh Jesus, that is not good. Shit. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna start with the Thursday night game. Chargers and Chiefs. The Chargers won 24-27.
Who won?
I'm sorry, the Chiefs won 27-24.
Hey, Travis Kelce.
Hey, Travis Kelce.
Shout out to him.
Jets and Browns. Jets won 31-30. So, side note, with yesterday being my son's birthday, I didn't really get to watch a lot of football.
No, you didn't.
So, a lot of these games, like I heard that they were like some pretty good comebacks.
I heard that Jets game was a good game.
Yeah, so Patriots won 17-14 over the Steelers. The Jaguars shut out the Colts again.
Crazy.
24-0.
They should never play the Jacksonville Jaguars again.
They shut them out 3 times since 2017.
They've lost 6 times Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess so.
The Giants beat the Panthers
Surprising.
19-16. The Buccaneers, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won over the Saints 20-10.
Thugs.
Just a hot take real quick.
Thug.
Yeah, because there was a fight, and our star wide receiver is now suspended for next week's game. We played Green Bay. He got suspended because him and one of the guys got into a fight.
No, listen. This wide receiver of theirs, Mike Evans, fights the same guy
He's
every
a
time they play.
menace. He's a menace, like a legit menace. You
Mike
cannot stand him.
They fight. He fights the same guy every time they play the
Same
team.
guy. Like, they put him on, like,
Hey,
they just...
and
The
quietly,
first picture that comes up is him.
yeah.
and quiet as kept. Your boy every time they push him, the old boy ain't looking.
No, look.
The old boy ain't looking.
He's sneaking him.
He's sneaking him.
Yeah. So one of my things, I forget who I was telling this. I feel like Mike Evans might be the dirtiest wide receiver in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
he gets away with a lot of
Murder.
offensive pass interference.
Yes.
Like, he's pushing people all the time. Mike Evans is 6'7". Like, he's a big dude.
Hey, Mike Evans.
He's a my brother made a comment about him the other day, like in the red zone, like when they're down getting ready to score, like, bro, Mike Evans is like a Cadillac. He just pull him out. He's 6'7". Like, dude,
All you have to do is throw this shit in the air.
yeah, all you
Okay,
gotta do is
I
put it in the
got
air.
something to say. I got something to say. It's a sports thing. Mike Evans, you 6'7". I'm 5'9". We can make some D1 baby. Just saying. Just business purposes.
After you get the score, I got homework for her next week.
Yeah, because you might want to change that, by the way.
Oh, because he looked like he looked like he go to jail because this little picture he got on his ESPN.
Google Mike Evans' wife.
Oh no! Yeah, all you have to do is say that. Did she look like the inner side of my eye or the outer side of my eye?
Let's see. Commanders and Lions.
Yeah,
Lions
lovely.
win 36-27. 49ers win 27-7. Their quarterback got hurt. He broke his
Yeah, they
foot.
did.
Yeah,
Oh
it's kind
no!
of bad. He got
So he out for the rest of the season.
he got a Corey Kilgore injury.
Yeah, I'm gonna say been there before.
Broke his ankle.
The exact same thing happened to me.
Yeah. Falcons and Rams. The Rams won 27-30. 30. The Rams won 31-27. Broncos beat the Texans 16-9. Cardinals come back and win in overtime.
Against
That was
the
a
Raiders.
great game. Scored 16 points in the fourth quarter and the touchdown in overtime. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Cowboys beat the Bengals 2017. Packers win 27-10.
Yeah. That's all. That's all the football.
That was all of them? I don't think that was all of
That's
them.
all of them.
That's all that matters.
That's all.
That's all that matters.
No, because I was saving the best one for last.
That's all the games.
I was saving the best one for last.
That's all the games that happened this weekend.
So-
no other games happened this weekend.
Ravens Dolphins.
Ravens
Did we
win.
play?
Ravens Dolphins.
Did we play?
Yeah.
Oh, did you miss
You
your
played-
favorite team?
You did play. You played for 3 quarters.
We did.
You forgot about the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we did.
So the Dolphins win 40. The Dolphins win 42-38.
I'm gonna need
The
you to.
Ravens were up in this game. What was it? 35 to 14. Going into the fourth quarter with 12 minutes left.
Yeah.
The Dolphins scored 21 points in the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna need you to install a crying sound for the sports section because all I hear.
Yeah,
And I
it
just
was
want to
bad.
hear.
It was bad. It was
Or
all
just
bad.
that.
Yeah, there you go. That was the right button. And then currently, right now, we've got 2 Monday night games going on. The Bills scored again. Jesus Christ.
That's why I'm killing you.
It is 41-7 right
But
now
guess what?
over the
Keep
Titans.
throwing everything to Stephon Diggs from my other fantasy league. I'm getting killed.
Yeah, 41-7 over the Titans, and the Vikings are losing to the
Mac
Eagles.
Charles. Hey, Mac Charles.
Mac Charles.
Your Titans are losing, buddy.
Boy, they're
Y'all
getting their
fucking
ass.
suck.
They are fucking trash right now. The Vikings are losing to the Eagles 21-7, second quarter. 41-7 in the third quarter.
41-7.
In the third quarter.
As my homeboy B-Boy just said in the football chat, did you at least pinch the bitch?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Like, bro, that was
All right.
fucking rough.
Okay. All right. Moving right along.
I hate football.
You hate football.
I
I mean, my
like-
team won, so I'm happy.
I mean, I ain't
Gators
mad
won,
at
Bucks win. I'm
footballs
straight.
or the players, because
Yeah.
some of y'all are just beautiful, beautiful specimens.
All right, man.
Thought I'd say that.
Moving on into things people hate. Let's talk about marriage.
Yay!
I'm sorry.
Shots fired.
I'm sorry.
Shots fired.
Time out, Negroes. Time out.
I'm joking. I'm fucking joking. So I had a thought today. I thought about a couple of people I know. So I said, when it comes to marriage, why do women take the husband's last name? Do you have anything for that, Ray?
No, I don't think you put that. Did you put that in? Did
Yeah,
you
it
send us
is.
the topic?
I truly did.
My bad. I looked at what Tanisha said and Instagram.
Because I'm important.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so while the concept of taking your husband's last name is ingrained in our culture and viewed almost as a rite of passage, it wasn't always customary. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. In the 21st century, women take their husbands in sickness and in health, and they take their last name. But where did this tradition even come from? Why do women take their husband's last name, and are there alternatives? Okay? The practice of assuming your husband's name was birthed in a deeply patriarchal society, and centuries later, the tradition still stands. Believe it or not, the practice of a woman taking her husband's last name is a vestige of law that dates back to the 11th century, sometimes after the Norman Conquest. Now I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna be done. Under English common law, coverture asserted that once married,
First mistake. Right there.
a woman's identity was covered by her husband. From the moment of her marriage, a woman was known as a femme covert or covered woman. She and her husband essentially became one, with her identity essentially erased under the law of coverture. Women could not own property or enter into contracts on their own. Husbands had complete control over their wives, legally and financially. More alarmingly, the law limited a woman's recourse in rape and domestic violence cases, and they had no legal rights over their children. Okay.
Yep.
So that's where the shit came from.
That I could definitely see. There's a movie, not to take away from your thing, but there's a movie called The Last Duel or something like that, and it's with Matt Damon and what's the other dude? His other partner, Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. So it actually kind of goes back to this or whatever. So they're knights or kings or whatever over in England. They're best friends. They grow apart. One of the dudes, basically, the wife accuses the best friend of raping him, and so they end up having a duel over it because, like, she's in the wrong for accusing him of rape. And the husband has to defend her honor.
You gotta have your wife's back.
But it's his
best friend.
It's his reputation that's being sullied in this.
The husband's?
So if she's accusing the best friend of rape, but now his reputation is being looked at as like, oh well, your wife is a
whore.
Is a whore, exactly.
Yeah, Scarlet Letter type
exactly.
shit,
So
yeah.
now he has to defend his name, not necessarily his wife. He has to defend his name,
the family
and now
name.
he has to challenge.
Because now she's an Atkinson.
Now I have to fight you to prove that my wife isn't, an unfit woman or whatever, an adulterous woman.
Yeah.
She's not cheating on me.
She ain't no hoe.
Right, even though she got raped.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
Right.
I mean,
But see, if we were just going around stabbing motherfuckers who put their dicks out and we didn't ask for it,
Right.
we're in the wrong and we go to jail.
it's interesting.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
But it's a good movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Fucking great movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that. This on my list this weekend. Okay, so my questions to this topic, fellas, sir, would you want your wife to take your last name? I know you've been married before, but now looking at it again, if you got married again, would you want your future wife to take your last name?
I think that the last name should only pertain to the kids.
Okay.
I'm not now, like, after doing, I guess, more research and having, giving more of a thought, like, it's just something that we've just been accustomed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get married, your wife takes your last name. So if you actually sit back and you think about it, like, she doesn't necessarily have to take my last name, but at the same time, there's those, let's just say doctor's appointments, or PTA meetings, or, you got meetings at the school with the kids and stuff like that. Oh, well, I'm here for, I'll use, the youngest, Roman Atkinson or whatever, but she shows up and she's got a different last name, they're automatically going to assume
They're questioning shit.
They're going to question whether or not she's related to this person, to my son or whatever. So, I mean, for those reasons, sure, I would want her to not feel uncomfortable or anything like that.
But it's not their business.
It's not their business, and people assume, and you know, they say the first.
You
thing
assume
about
wrong.
assuming,
I have the opportunity and every right to check your ass for assuming dumb shit.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't press about it. No, I wouldn't press about it. But as long as the kids have the name, I'm good.
So you also be okay with her keeping her main name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Now, T. Would you want to take your husband's last name? I mean, you have.
I was not all for it initially.
No, come on. Oh, I had
was
no
not.
idea. I'm so glad I brought this. I had no idea. Let's talk about this.
I was not all for it for the simple fact, my father means a lot to me.
Yeah.
More than my mother, as y'all know.
Yeah.
And I had my father's last name. My father was a very admirable and honorable man, and that's my only connection with him, other than like blood, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just like I didn't want to lose that when it came down to
You
it.
didn't want to lose that connection.
No, because I felt very proud to have his last name, because my dad, he helped raise me to be a fucking sane woman that I am today.
Yeah.
Because if my father was not here, oh baby, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot fucking worse. So it's just like I didn't want to lose that from him, because I wanted to respect him. And then I actually had to go so far as to like call my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I don't think I want to change my name, and I don't know if it's gonna work if I don't change my name.
What did he
so
say
what
to
I,
you?
He was just like, honey, if you love this man, you know, this is the first. This is the first step of marriage, is learning to compromise, learning to understand what you can and can't take in a relationship.
Right.
And he was just like, if you feel like this man is worthy of that, then why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you put that foot forward and extend that olive branch to let him know that you're serious about the relationship, and change your last name? And he was right.
Why not hyphenate it?
That was
Thank
another
you.
thing. I said that too. In my situation, he is fully against that. He was not. He was like,
He didn't want to hyphenate.
yeah, because
either.
my husband was just. He was just like, that's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's half committed to that aspect. It's like you're not completely ready to let go of your past so you can move on with our future, is what his perspective was.
I get it.
But if it was different, like if I was a doctor or somebody who's super well accomplished where my name was tied to things, he would have to be okay with that. And I let him know that, because I feel like women who are well established, like doctors, you have a practice under your maiden name, you have your business license, and all of your things are tied to that maiden name. If you're not comfortable enough with me hyphenating my name because of this that's a lot of money that you have to go and change that. There's a lot of time and processes. People don't know that you changed your last name, so they can't find
clients,
you. You lose clients and stuff like that. So if he wasn't going to be okay with that, if that was my topic or whatever, then it probably wouldn't have worked.
Right.
Yeah, if that was my situation, but I didn't really have all that. I didn't have anything, so I was just like, you know what? I'm open and willing. Plus, I wanted to have the same name as my son, so I felt that was important to me.
That wasn't in the topic I was going to bring up.
Yeah, I love having the same last name. Plus, I love the McNeil family. Like, all of them accept me in 100%.
Yeah.
They love and support me. They've even told me if anything were to happen between me and their brother, that they would still keep me. So it's just like, I love them so much, because it's like they're my own blood. They stand up for me when Kelvin does wrong, or we're getting into arguments. They are very neutral. It's not like, oh, he's my brother and I'm gonna stand beside him. They're very neutral and they support me and everything. So of course, I'm very honored to have that name.
So along with that, I'm gonna speak for myself now. I asked y'all the questions. I think I would be okay with my spouse keeping her last name.
Taking your last name.
As long as my kids have my last name.
That's all they mean. Yeah. Okay.
See, y'all are
I'm
very
with you.
honorable men.
I'm with you. I was actually with someone who was very adamant about keeping her last name when she got married. Now, she loves the person that she was with, but she's like, I'm keeping my last name because your situation, her father meant so much to her. I think there's times and situations that you would keep your last name. Say you were the last Weathers ever. Say you were the last Weathers.
Technically, I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the baby. Baby of 14.
No. I mean, you are the last in the actual bloodline of Weathers. Everyone has passed away except for you.
okay.
There's no more.
There's no more Weathers after you.
Oh, there's a lot of us out there, baby. A lot of us. Hey,
Then
family.
I will understand
Keeping the name.
keeping the name.
Absolutely.
I will understand
Absolutely.
her
Yeah.
keeping the name
because that like she changes her last name. That's it.
Yes.
There's no more. There's no
There's
more.
no more.
There's no more.
That
That line literally ends there.
with you.
Yeah.
So in that case, I would definitely understand this woman wanting to keep her name. Matter of fact, I would just understand her wanting to keep her name simply because that's who she is. That's who she identifies as.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if my wife wanted to keep her last name, her maiden name, I don't think I would have been against it.
Right.
As long as my son had my last name, which he does.
And I was like, one thing that it's a funny story on how my son got his name. When me and Kelvin first met, we met in a park at 10 o'clock at night after meeting on fucking Tinder, right? So after that instance, like
Tender love, tender love.
That's actually pretty funny. That is fucking hilarious.
You're so annoying.
Fucking hilarious.
Okay, so after
I never thought about that. That's fucking funny.
you're annoying.
Tender love. That's fucking funny.
Y'all are so old. I don't even know the song. Anyway,
Damn, that was funny.
so we met
Props
at
to
a
you
park
for
or
that.
whatever. So later in life, when we were dating, like we were probably like 6 months in, we were just joking around about kids and stuff, and we were just like, well, I don't really want kids, but if we were to have a boy, just know my name would continue. And I'm like, yeah, ha, whatever. I doubt it, but you know, it is what it is. Tell me why a year later, after that conversation, we found out we were pregnant. He was just like, well,
Yeah, I told
remember,
you.
Told you, right?
I told
remember
you.
you said you were cool
Hey,
with
right.
me having my name pass on, and I'm just like, but wait, no, wait.
Let me tell y'all something. Every motherfucker dude in here talking about I don't want no kids, but instead of hitting that shit raw. You want kids, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, he was there for my doctor's appointment when my doctor literally told me, my lady doctor told me that I couldn't have kids unless I was on strong medication to do so. So, of course, in his mind, all he heard was shoot the club.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
Ow, ski.
Wrong.
Ski. But yeah, overall, it was just like, of course, I was going to give my son his last name. There was no doubt about it. His head was the same shape as his father's in my stomach.
That's crazy.
In my stomach. We saw a picture of him as a baby
That's
and
happening.
compared it to the ultrasound,
Kelvin.
and they had the same shape head.
You the
Wow.
family. So y'all answer all of my other questions.
I have a question.
Come on.
It's kind of out of the box question. And I think I've seen this before, but would you ever consider, or do you have a problem with a guy taking the wife's last name?
Ooh, I have this question. I ain't gonna bring it up though.
So just because, like, for her, for Tanisha's situation, just like you said, if she's the last one in that line, and you want to honor the family and say, you know what, I'm gonna take your last name, so then the kids didn't have that last name, so the line can continue. Like, would that be? Do you think it's weird? I know you're not in the situation, or we're not in the situation. Do you think it's weird for a guy to take the wife's last name?
I think it's weird.
Because I've seen that before.
I don't think it's weird.
I'm gonna sound very contradictory, but I think it's very weird
for a guy to do it.
for the guy to take the women's last, the female's last name.
But think about just like what we just said. Think about just like we just said. Like if she's the last in the line of that family, right? You have a brother that's going to continue your line. Her line's going to end with her. If she changes her last name, there's no more of them anymore. So then you take the last name, and then your kids can still continue on her line.
That's one thing I'm very stingy about. I'm glad you said that. That's one thing I am very stingy about and will not bend on is my kids having my last name.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
That is one thing I am not bending on. Like, she can keep her maiden name.
But what I'm saying, but in this
And I wouldn't
aspect,
take-
you're gonna have her last name, and the kids are gonna have that
I
last
wouldn't
name.
take her last name.
Okay.
For me, I would not take
You
her
wouldn't
last
do
name.
it. You wouldn't do it. Okay.
I am still the man. I am still the provider of this family.
Right.
I think all that goes.
That doesn't change with the name change.
It does
though.
not, but I think it goes into play though. I totally think that goes into play in taking a person's last name situation.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually know someone, shout out to them. Her last name is I don't know if I can say it. I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it.
It starts with an F. And it's a really cool last name. It's a really cool fucking name.
Okay.
And the fact that I guess her husband wasn't really in touch with his side of the family and because they're an interracial couple, and his family wasn't really in touch with her side, but her side was very, very much like accepting of him and his daughter, his previous daughter. I love y'all, by the way, if y'all watch this, because I'm probably gonna send this to him. But I admire that because he accepted his wife's family so much to the point that he wanted to become one of them. Okay. And he also has a daughter from a previous relationship who changed his name too, or her name too.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah. Like, because his wife now adopted his daughter because the mother wasn't present or whatever.
I was like, what did the ex think about that?
I don't think she's 100% present, and if she is, she's kind of loopy or whatever the case may be. But from my understanding, my friend that I went to high school with, she's an incredible stepmom, and she treats that girl like it's her daughter. So of course the father was just like, yeah, when we get married, we are now becoming one in that aspect. And I believe that's a beautiful thing, especially if your relationship or your family does not agree with your relationship and you're like, well, this person isn't going nowhere, so I'm going to take their name. Why not? I don't see a problem with that.
Funny thing, my ex hasn't changed her name back to her maiden name.
Mine either. I already told Kelvin, if anything ever would have happened, McNeil stays with me.
You're not changing it back.
Out of spite.
She hasn't changed her name.
You know why? Because now I can just say these are literally my sisters, and you're just mad.
It's been about 10 years.
You're just mad.
She hasn't changed her name.
I know why mine hasn't switched her last name. Do you know why yours hasn't?
Because of the kids.
Okay. I know why mine hasn't. All right.
Did you open this for me?
I did.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
A gentleman, y'all. A gentleman.
All right. Anything else on this?
No, man. No.
That's a great convo. And I've learned so much about you that I didn't know, and it's fucking dope.
Right.
And it brought up another topic that we're going to talk about next week, and I can't fucking wait.
Next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, next topic we got. Governors. You got something for this?
I do.
Go ahead. Play that real quick.
No, you go ahead. You line it up, and I'll play it.
Governors are sending migrants to Democratic-led states across the U.S. Big deal or no big deal? Play it, Ray.
Hold on. Make sure I got a fucking ad playing again, because of course it did.
Politics is fucking usual.
So, hold on. Do you think it's petty or not petty?
Oh, it's very petty.
It's not even petty. It's fucking wrong. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Oh, we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it.
This pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Here we go. This is the governor talking about
officials whose communities are being overwhelmed by hordes of illegal immigrants who are being dropped off by the Biden administration. Texas is providing charter buses to send these illegal immigrants who have been dropped off by the Biden administration to Washington, D.C. We are sending them to the United States Capitol, where the Biden administration will be able to more immediately address the needs of the people that they are allowing to come across our border. The border does not come cheap. Securing the border would cost Texas nothing if the federal government was doing its job. But because Joe Biden is not securing the border, the state of Texas is having to step up and spend Texas taxpayer money doing the federal government's job. Texans have the backbone and the will to secure a border, two things that Joe Biden does not have.
All right, next outlet.
Okay.
So is he being petty, or is he just playing politics?
Both.
A little bit of it's both. It's definitely both. Yeah.
They're sending these people to these cities. They sent 100 people to Kamala Harris's residence in D.C.
That was an old clip. That was the first time he did it, but they've been doing it for like 3 or 4 days, right?
Yeah,
like a week.
They sent 50-something people, maybe more, to Martha's Vineyard in Connecticut, and they're now staying on an army base, a reserve base in Cape Cod. But they're sending these people, these immigrants, who are fleeing fucked up situations in their countries,
just to end up in America in another fucked up situation.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why would y'all do that? Okay, so
Like you're playing with people. Like
these are
literally
lives.
playing with
Okay,
people.
so what they're taught over wherever they're from is the American dream. We have freedom. We have the ability to be free, and we have the ability to get jobs, homes, and security, and feel safe where we are. And you get them here just to displace them and treat them as pawns in your political ass game.
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong? These are people's lives. They barely know English, so you're sending them to one place just to say, oh, well, this is not a place for you. So you send them to another place. Nobody's explaining anything to them. My mother-in-law actually watches the CNN news and all of that stuff, and she's just like, these people were dropped off there, and when they got displaced somewhere else, they were asked, because they finally got a translator available.
Yeah.
They weren't eating. They hadn't eaten in 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 to 12 hours of traveling and moving. Some of these people are kids, are fucking children.
Yeah.
Granted, I see how America deals with immigrant children by putting them in fucking cages. Yeah, y'all fucking wrong. Fucking wrong. I don't care if they're immigrants. I don't care if they don't have stature here. Everybody deserves to eat and feel safe.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a place for it, maybe all this money, instead of we're using it on nuclear weapons that we have yet to use and all these fucking fancy ass jets, we need to have some stable and stability for all of these immigrants that are coming here. If you allow it to fucking happen and you're saying that this is an open and free country, then you need to let it happen.
Think about the money that they spent on that bus ride.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's from Texas.
That's taxpayer money.
From Texas
And
to
not only-
DC has got to be what?
Some of these were charter flights.
Oh, flights? I thought they
Some
were
were
on bus.
no. Some were charter flights.
So they put them on like
They put them on charter flights. Okay.
all that money they spent doing that. They
So I
could've
will say this.
gave them housing.
I will say
food.
this. I am all about people coming to the United States legally.
Support.
Legally.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what these governors are doing, because it's just not Texas, I think it's Florida too.
Mm-hmm.
They're sending these people to these different countries, these different states, these different cities, and promising them, "Oh, you're gonna get work when you get there.
You're gonna have a
get this
house."
when you get
Yeah.
there." But none of this shit is happening.
None of it.
So-
You're promising all these people imaginary funds, and we don't even have money to support the people who are here.
Yes.
Right.
We have so many homeless veterans and fucking mental health cases out here that is fucking ridiculous.
Right.
And you don't understand the large scale that it's on until you try to bring people here to help them.
Yes.
Now, I understand that budgets has money like placed in certain situations and stuff like that. And y'all talk a big game about immigration, so there shouldn't be a fucking problem, in my opinion.
Right.
Right.
When it comes to immigration, because you say it, oh yeah, immigration, we're gonna help people, da 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 da. Okay, then help these fucking people. Don't get them here and send them to 50,000 states, because you don't understand where they're supposed to go. And you had this plan in your speech and your big speeches, all these the governors, the city councilors, all of these mayors and all this shit. Y'all always pride yourselves of being a people of the people. But when people get here, then you act lost. You act confused. You don't know where the money goes. You don't know where the
Right.
funds are. Where the fucking funds at? Where's the money?
Right. Right.
I agree.
It's in your kid's college fund is where it at. You need to pull that shit out.
Stop playing with these people's lives.
No, but to them, they're not people. You
They're
know what I
not.
mean?
They're
Like,
not.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They don't treat them or consider them to be actually. They treat them like they're less than. They treat them like they're just.
Yeah.
You know, you can pack them up and ship them away. It's almost, in a sense, it's almost like slavery if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're just treating them like shit.
So I won't spend a lot of time on this. We know it's wrong. We know it's fucked up. Listen to a podcast this morning. A guy we met out there in podcast movement. Shout out to Seth. Shout out to Seth in the Lions Den podcast with Seth. They had a local city council member on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think voting in your local elections is important,
Oh, this is a big sign of that.
shame on you.
Yeah, it's a big sign of that. Exactly. Right.
Your local elections matter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this gentleman they had on was talking about. I did not agree with some of the gentleman's thoughts and takes.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Republican. I don't consider myself Republican or Democrat. I consider myself somewhere in the middle.
You can't. I don't think you can really be one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I consider myself somewhere in the middle. But the most profound thing I took away from this gentleman's conversation was your local elections matter.
Yeah.
Who you are voting into your local government matters and your state government matters, because that is going to influence the national matters.
State, yeah, state and national. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, vote. Get out there and vote and get these people.
And if you don't understand something, because a lot of, like me included, I don't understand a lot of politics. I just try not to be bothered with it. But when it comes to people, I am a very like humanitarian type of person. When it comes to people's lives and safety, that's number one priority. It should be number one priority. Not all this war on guns and drugs and shit. Yeah, this shit is going to happen, and it's going to continue to happen because it's infiltrated in the system that we live upon. So it doesn't matter if we try to avoid it or not. It's still going to be there regardless.
Right.
But people should be the priority. So of course we need to just like there's ways of understanding the government and finding out things so that you can vote appropriately.
Yeah.
How you know I had T Grizzly already?
Huh?
How'd you know I had?
I'm telling you, cue it up. All right. So moving on right along. T Grizzly came out with something this weekend. His home was burglarized in L.A. this weekend. You got it ready, Ray?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So this is just him speaking about what happened to him. This is an Instagram clip that he posted.
Everybody reaching out, you know what I'm saying, checking on me and shit. I'm good. My family good. Thank God. I just need y'all to do one thing for me, though, man. Send a prayer up for PNB Rock and his kids, King Vine and his kids, and all the kids out here that got to grow without their pops. You feel me? And I had to go through that. I grew without my pops because he was killed. You feel me? And that shit ain't easy at all. So send the prayers, and we just going to wish many blessings on them. Another thing I want to share with the artists out here, we got to watch what we speaking into existence, man. I know we looking at it like we just making music, it's art and all this shit and that. But these words is powerful, bro. And just like we can speak some good shit into existence, we can speak some bad shit into existence. You feel me? So we gotta really be careful what we saying about ourselves when we make this music, man. You know, speak in third person, create some characters or something like that and tell us, you know, shit like that. We gotta be careful what we say out here. And yeah, man, that's it.
I feel like what he said has been being said over hip hop for years.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Words have a lot of power behind
Yes.
it.
Thank you.
Regardless of
Thank you.
The words have
the
a lot of
words
power?
and the meaning. So for example, if you say, well, I want to be rich, I want people to envy me, da 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 da, people gonna be jealous, da 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 da. You speak all that negativity surrounding your wealth, people are it's gonna bring an eye to
You're
it. Especially if
speaking shit into existence.
Yeah, you speak it into existence. You create a reality that you're now putting yourself in, and you're not ready for the repercussions of those actions.
Right.
Goddamn shame what happened to PNB Rock.
And that hurt.
Damn shame what happened to
Because it was such a shock.
T Grizzly's house being robbed. Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, Tupac, Biggie. I mean, Scott LaRock back all the way in the 80s.
Young Dolph.
I mean, this is something that has happened over hip hop and rap for years. People dying from us, from other blacks, envying, wanting shit.
And my thing is like, I understand that a lot of us want to go back and give back to our communities, but you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there to give back to your community. You can be a decent contributor to building nice buildings and having security installed in these buildings that you're creating to support your black community. You don't have to be there. And if you are there, do not wear your flashy gold chains, drive your fucking Ferrari with all of your entourage, with all the nice gold chains, having the bundles of money to your fucking ear. We know you rich.
Right.
We know you got money. We know you got diamonds. We know you got all of the fancy life things. We know you're sponsored by Gucci, Prada, and all the other shit. You don't have to flaunt it, because if you flaunt it, there's niggas out here
coming
who
to get it.
They want it. And it don't matter how they get it. And if you really ready to put your life on the line for materialistic things, then baby, you not ready for fame.
Ice-T told these niggas like, LA ain't safe. YG told y'all niggas, don't come to LA.
It's not even just LA either.
No,
it's
but
anywhere.
You're right, but if you look at majority of the stuff that's been happening over the time, would have been dying, Ray.
In LA, in California.
In LA.
Right.
California, yeah.
Pop Smoke.
I got something for that.
Come on.
Hold on. I'm gonna play. It's gonna be short.
I'm tired of having. I will tell you one thing. This is the conversation I am sick of having on our pod.
But I also think
because of it's fucked up.
It's fucked up that it's happening, but it's also about situational awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about, like, dude, we know you got it, but you have to understand, like, you know, it's a dog eat dog world out here, and
then,
people see that and they're going to be attracted to it and they're going to want to take it from you.
Right.
And then on the top of that is just like, why are you fighting for these materialistic things that you have no problem getting?
So
granted,
I
feel like you should also have insurance policy on everything that you own.
Right.
Because if it comes to it, your life or these things, then you most definitely should give that shit to somebody, whoever's trying to jack you for it. Why are you trying to fight for this shit and have somebody shoot you for it?
Right.
This is materialistic shit versus your life. People out here who have kids, y'all are celebrities and have beautiful fucking families, and you're leaving your legacy behind over a 24 or 1,000 gold chain or this, that, and the third.
Right.
Give that shit up. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Here it is. One.
It's never that
I'm just
deep.
here to say this because I'm seeing all this bullshit over YouTube. People talking about his girlfriend
Who's this?
location is what got her location dropping is not what got that man.
Come on,
PNB
talk about
killed.
that shit.
I
Talk about
live
that
in
shit.
LA. I know what's going on out here. It's gangs from 1st Street all the way to 120th Street, my nigga. No matter where you go in the LA.
So that's 120 gangs is what he's talking about. 1st Street to 120, there's a gang on every single street.
Bay Area is somebody's hood, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and these niggas are patrolling they hoods. You feel me? It's little niggas niggas are patrolling they hoods. A motherfucker more than likely seen that big white motherfucking Benz pull up, seen a nigga hop out, and instantly hit somebody. Hey, boy, it's a nigga in the set. It's a nigga in the set right now, bust down. All that motherfucking whoop-de-whoop. Get up here right now. He in here eating. That's as simple as it was.
Yep.
And I done been to that exact damn Roscoe's.
I've been to the Roscoe's before too.
I've been to the exact Roscoe's.
Right.
I don't fuck around down there.
Well, not in LA, period.
Not in LA, period. I go to Roscoe's,
period.
I get the fuck out.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And my thing is like, it's situational awareness is all fucked up. And then on top of it, people are trying to blame the girlfriend when he posted his shit first. Nobody really knows that, but the news actually stated, like, hey, he posted his shit an hour, like when he pulled in the parking lot, he posted it, and girlfriend posted her food when she got the food.
The dude that was just talking, he actually goes on to say, like, it's a lot that he says, but he's like, nobody was looking at her social media. No. There was nobody looking at her social media.
saw him pull the fuck up.
And the fact that she just got her Instagram back. Like I guess her Instagram was down, and she just got it back like a day or two before that. So nobody was following Yeah. Nobody was checking for her, not at all. Exactly. So like for people to be like, oh well, his girl is the reason why this happened. No, that is not what happened. Him driving that motherfucking car and him pulling up and not having situational awareness is what got him fucking killed. Unfortunately,
did he have all his chains on?
So I have another news clip. I don't necessarily want to play it, but the guy I watched it. So they say that the guy walked into Roscoe's and actually robbed him. Right, put the gun up on him or whatever. It's like, hey man, come ball this shit. P&B Rock fought the nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing is worth your life.
That's what they're saying.
Because
like
at the end of the
fought
day,
him. That's what got him shot.
Do y'all not know that all of your record labels and shit are now taking life insurance policies on you in case of you dying before they get their money's worth up out of you?
That was
and you want that because they're not giving that money that they have that life insurance to your family, to your children, to create your legacy once you're gone.
That's to recoup their investment.
Yeah, they put $200,000 into you, but they have $1 million life insurance policy on you because you out here flaunting that shit, and that's not fucking worth it. None of that shit is worth it.
In the beginning, I'm like, yo, like either like that had to be a hit, right? Like somebody like really was like out there trying to kill him.
No,
right? Like that's what I was thinking at first.
That was some jack boys.
Exactly. So, but in that situation, like they don't want to kill you. But if you're gonna fight them,
but they will
over your shit, like bro, just give it to them. Like
that was like the video I sent y'all today.
Yeah, where the dude was eating chicken
The dude
wings
got
and shit.
robbed.
He's
He
just
did
like,
chicken
here you
wings.
go.
Hey man, go
Here
ahead.
Here you go.
Take this shit,
I
dog.
can get my
Right.
license. I can turn his
If
credit
somebody
cards
come
off in the car.
Please, if somebody carjacked me right now, I'm not speaking to this. Take this goddamn
Yeah,
Maxima.
man, you can have that shit.
Take
That's
this
what I
little
got
ass
insurance
Maxima
for.
shit. Yes.
I got an $800 car note. Trust me, they gonna be looking for that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can have that shit.
When I stop paying payments,
Right.
they gonna be like,
They
"Where's
gonna
your car,
find it, yeah.
sir? I
They'll
don't even
find it.
have that car anymore."
So, let's move along. We're gonna stay on hip hop real quick. I just want to say, shout out to Blueface's mama.
Shut up! Oh my god!
I don't have anything for that because it was only video. So
I'm just saying, shout out to Blueface's mama.
Oh my god, you're
Very pretty lady. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So is Krishan, but I want Krishan to really get the help she deserves because there's no way that this man has her wrapped around all 10 fingers.
If y'all know what happened, this nigga did knock out her daddy.
Her daddy and fought some of her cousins, and now her cousins want to fight her. The female cousins want to fight her, and she's just like, "Well, you know, my daddy was never shit anyway, baby. That don't matter because once that man is done with you and done parading you around like a little poodle dog that he got in somebody's fucking purse, you ain't gonna have nobody because he didn't fault everybody. He didn't made you." It's a master manipulation and a narcissistic behavior. Okay,
You think?
I do believe so.
You think Blueface is the toxic one in the relationship?
No, they're both toxic, very much so.
But
both very toxic.
you think he's manipulating her? In a way.
Yeah, he's the one who has a little bit more money and financial stability than her.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know if she even really cares about that though.
I don't think so because he made sure that, look, no matter if you have this money or anything, I'll always choose you. I'll always come back to you because he does. Because I will honestly say back in my like previous life experience, I've dealt with a narcissistic man. He always came to me when he was available, made me feel like he loved me and was always ride or die for me. You were always that one. I would love to marry you. I would have your baby. I want you to have my baby.
Is telling Krishan.
Most definitely. There's no way that she's out here just running reckless, doing the shit that she's doing without promises behind closed doors. There's no fucking way. Granted, she's also probably a hurt child too. She's a young, not child,
I think.
not a child, but a hurt young woman who needs a lot of therapy and a lot of treatment to understand that this is not what love looks like.
That's what I think.
But he's also fitting into that mold. He's one of those, oh, what do you look for in a man type of people. And so he's trying to mold himself to fit in that position of what she needs. And what she needs is a financial benefactor or whatever. He's always going to be there for her. Like your father, your parents don't care about you, but guess who always got your back? I do. This bitch got a fucking tattoo of this man's face on her neck forever. The tooth thing, okay, yeah, you can pull that shit out and keep going. But that's a tattoo of his face on your, and she's a pretty bitch. And there's
she's
no
a beautiful
way.
girl.
Excuse me, not a bitch, but she's a pretty woman.
I don't think that he's manipulating her in any way. I think well, I'm gonna say it's kind of a little bit of both, but I think that she is very
influenced.
The word. I don't think she's influenced. I think she's damn, I can't even think of the word right now. But it's I don't think that because Blueface doesn't seem like the type to care that much to try to control her. Like you're saying, like Blueface probably can go out and get any girl that he wants to, but for whatever reason he likes Krishan, right? Like they are Whitney and Bobby 2.0.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think that he's trying to control her in any way because there's no gain out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The gain is to keep her there at all costs.
But for what? But I'm saying, but what?
Because when other bitches, women who are older, who understand like, oh, this is toxic. I don't want to deal with this. He'll always have Krishan. Krishan actually, that bitch know how to fucking fight.
Oh yeah.
So no matter what, if a bitch get out of line, handle my lightweight. Hey baby, I love you so much. This, that, and the third. She will forgive anything. He cheats, has another baby, has this, that, and the third, gives money away, kicks her out of the house. But I will always come back to you because I love you, girl. I will always. You don't see it.
No,
oh my God,
I think it's. Honestly, I think it's the other way around. I think
you think she's feeding for him, like she's feeding him.
I think so, yeah. And I think I saw a video the other day where she was actually telling him. It might have been that video of them in the car after the fight or whatever. But she was telling him like, look, like She's like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'll fuck all these people up for you. Yeah, like literally, like, yeah, like, and she's like telling him, like, you're not getting rid of me. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
I also think it might be a mental thing that she's slightly. No offense, Krishan, please don't come for me. Because look, girl,
I mean, she knows she needs therapy. I mean, she has to know she needs therapy for sure.
But my thing is like, I feel like she's slightly not. She's so lost in herself in this man. She's lost herself to the point if she doesn't have him, she has nothing.
Have you? It's giving a thin line between love and hate. That's what it's giving. Yeah,
yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like she's the one that's the
lead person.
I'm not gonna say the crazy one because I don't want to. I hate putting that label on people or whatever.
Yeah.
But she's the problematic one in the relationship.
I don't think so. I think
Blueface is scared to leave her.
No, I don't think that's the case. Because
if Blueface was like, we done, Chris is burning the house down. 100% she's burning the house down.
She's left out.
She definitely left out. She gives me left out. But you know why? Because like you said, thin line between love and hate. She let him know at the door, like, don't play with my emotions.
Don't play with my emotions, right? Don't tell me you love me.
Don't give me a little bit of love and then kind of feed it. And now that I'm fully here, you're trying to turn around.
That's exactly what happened.
I still think it's his fault. Like I said, I'm not. I said what I said.
Right.
We can close out on something fucking silly.
Oh, we do.
Okay. What's happening?
Ronaldo,
what did I do?
Have you ever had to jump out? Don't turn the music on yet.
I'm getting ready.
Have you ever had to jump out or run out of a girl's house because their parents showed up?
No. I did have one. No. This. I don't even know if I can fucking say it because it almost sounds more like fucking breaking and entering and like robbery and shit than anything. But Jesus. I mean, we didn't steal anything. But so it was. I would say it's a group of us, right? So it's me, my cousin, and I want to say it's one other person. I think it was like three guys and maybe 3 girls. Anyways, we go and hang out over at this girl's house or whatever, and apparently come to find out that it wasn't her house.
What the fuck?
That we were at.
What was it?
Y'all know.
So we're there hanging out, chilling or whatever. Oh shit, they're home. Everybody's got to hide.
They came home?
Hide. Nigga, I'm under a bed. People in fucking closets. Like, nigga, like, I promise you, this shit felt like a fucking movie. Couple hours go by. They leave. Everybody fucking comes out of wherever we were hiding at and fucking leave. But no.
Oh, my God.
It was, I promise you, it's like a weird, like, I'm guarantee you I'm not giving you like all the details.
No, I know you're not.
But like literally, that's what it was. Literally, that's what it was.
Mine wasn't similar. It was like a party, and it was this girl. She was going to basic training. She was joining the military, and she had a house party.
The best parties happen before boot camp.
Oh my God. And it was so fun. It was like I was one of few little dark chocolate melanated people there. So of course all eyes was on me and my big old ass, and it was great. But then the police came, and she was just like, oh, this is my brother's house. And she's just like, oh yeah, this is my brother's house. Like, and there's no issue. She was fucked up. She was upstairs, granted underage. She was like 19. Mm-hmm. So she was asleep. Everybody else was fucking up. Party, everything.
She's upstairs.
She fucked up sleep. And they had to go and get her because they were like, oh shit, noise complaint or whatever.
Yeah.
And she comes downstairs. She's like, yeah, this is my brother's house. He let me have a party before I go off to da-da-da-da-da. And the cop was just like, yeah, this is your brother's house? How old are you? Are you drunk right now? She's just like, do you have a warrant to come into my house? And he was just like, no, why would I need a warrant? She's like, then I don't want to talk to you. And she closes the door on this man.
He had to leave.
And his foot got caught. He's just like, ma'am, why are you closing the door on me? Is there something you don't want me to know? This is granted, I was like 22 at the time, so I'm of age. But I didn't realize all these motherfuckers was like 18, 19 years old. So I'm just like, oh shit, this is bad for me. I'm already in, so
news.
I'm not doing this.
Right.
And I'm just like, as soon as he's just like, ma'am, why are you closing the door? She's like, because you don't have a right to be in my home. And she pushes it on this man in his foot. And she slams
Does
the
the
door.
cop-
And he pushes her over, knocks her, everybody out of here. Get out here now. My ass, I'm already at the screen door, hopping over the neighbor's fence, outside of the neighbor's yard, getting to my car. I'm fucked up. I just park. I drive a little bit up the road, throw up and take a nap because I was like, when I say I was fucked up, I'm done. I was like really fucked up. So I just park a little bit up the street, take like a 2-hour nap, and then I drive home at that time. And I was just like, I could have went to jail. That was such a dangerous night. I don't know if I think she went to a holding and had her brother call her or something like that.
Oh, she got arrested.
But I think she did because it was like assaulting an officer. She kept pushing the door in his ass. And I'm just like, these were asshole cops though.
But she was right.
But she ended up getting in still. She ended up still getting into the military.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, girl. That party was lit.
That party was
so fucking fun. I had a good time. Got a few numbers. You know the whole deal. I'm still friends with some of these people now.
Mine was came home from boot camp. I saw this person on Sunday.
Came home from boot camp. She called me up. I went over there about 1 in the morning and do what we do. Trying to get out. Her little brother was downstairs.
Oh, Lord.
And
why not just go out the front door if her brother was there? Why not be like, hey,
he
man,
was downstairs in the living room by the front door.
Yeah, so you can go down and say, what's up,
No, this little nigga's a snitch.
Oh, okay. So if we talking about like those stories.
No, listen. But I was scared because her damn daddy didn't cuss me out before.
Wait, what?
Her daddy has cussed me out before.
Ooh.
I had a deep voice for a 17, 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I call her house, speak to blah, 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 blah. How old are you? I'm the same age as your daughter. No, you're not, nigga.
You're a grown-ass man.
Okay. So I had to jump out the second story window.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, my ankles. I think that's how I broke my ankle.
It was weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
From that instant,
Lord.
17 years later, it was still weak. It was still weak.
You had a little
That's so
hairline
fucking
fracture. Yeah, the hairline fracture.
But
So
yeah.
if we talking about like that instance, my sister, shout out to Mercedes, she's a ride or die. Still to this day, love her to death. She's 19 years old now. But my sister was a ride or die for me when she was 5. Okay, I had my first little boyfriend when I was 15 years old. Everybody in high school, y'all know him. If y'all know him, y'all know him. He came to my house and he was just like, okay, yeah, you know, we were hanging out, like, we were like dating at the time officially, but I wasn't allowed to have no boyfriend. I wasn't even allowed to have company to the house. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, I was just like, look, so-and-so is coming to the house. I'm just letting you know, we're going to teach you how to ride a bike. We're going to have fun, all that stuff. And she's just like, oh, yay, we're so excited. And he comes over, and I'm just like, okay, well, we want a little bit of alone time first before we go outside and do all the extra stuff. And she's just like, oh, but you said he was coming over for me, too. And I'm just like, I understand that, and he will, but for me, it's me first.
Give me like 30 minutes.
Granted, nothing happened because I was a little bitch at the time, so I didn't do anything.
What that?
What
you gonna do with that?
I was like,
Is it
I'm
supposed
scared.
to look like that?
My mom said if I kissed, my mom said if I kissed, I'm pregnant. I'm scared. So you know what? We're gonna go play with my sister. My sister
You
kicked the
think you can
whole.
put that inside of me?
Listen. My sister kept trying to get in
That's what it was. It would.
My sister kept trying to get in the door. Right? She kicks a hole in the fucking door of our bedroom.
Damn.
She kicks she had on like little play heels and it kicked a hole in the door. And I'm like, fuck, how are we gonna explain this? And I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna go outside. We're gonna worry about it later. And we have fun. I let him, teach her how to ride a bike because I didn't know how to ride a bike. Whatever. My mom, later as he leaves, I'm like, you have to go now. So me and my sister, I tell my 5-year-old sister at the time, I'm like, look, you're gonna have to take a fall for this. You know this, right? You literally, because she did kick the door. So it's not fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell her that you were playing around and you kicked a hole in the door, but we can't tell her that what's his face was here.
Such was over here.
You have to do this for me because if not, I might get put out today. I might die.
You gotta take this whipping from me, guys.
I won't be your sister no more.
I will not be here. I won't be here anymore. And she's just like, wait, where are you going? I was like, I don't know. To hell. I don't know. And I tell her this, and at 5 years old, she comprehends. She's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you, whatever. This is when she learned how to blackmail. Okay, this is what happens. So, end of the day, like, my mom comes home. She's like, what happened to the door? My sister, she's like, I was playing and I accidentally kicked it. My shoe hit the door. I'm so sorry. She didn't even really get in trouble. She got, like, a few spankings, don't kick the door, whatever. Months down the line, my mom, you know how some black moms have this manipulation tactic to tell me the truth, you won't get in trouble. And I fell for it because I'm like, she wants to relate to her daughter. Baby, when I tell you I got the worst ass whooping of my life,
of course. Yeah.
that ass whooping lasted a whole entire summer, 3-month period. Literally every day she got mad at me, I got my ass beat. But it was just like, and my sister held it down for me. She didn't say shit until she found out that, oh, okay, well, you said something. And she said shit that I didn't say. And that was the worst part of it.
Man.
And then my mom found like his hoodie in my closet.
Right.
He had a hoodie and a necklace. Baby, I was all fucked up. But
evidence at the house,
good
bro.
time though, because I knew my sister would ride for me and she'll take an ass whooping. And she still would to this day. I love you, Mercedes. Shout out to you, girl.
Right.
Love you.
Okay. So that is it, man.
Yeah, that's it for the day.
Look out. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here. We
course.
appreciate y'all. Episode 103. Wednesday, we are going live with Naya B Media with some other podcasters.
We met her
that
out
she's
at
interviewing.
podcast movie.
Yeah, we met her at the podcast movement. So she's going to have us on. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a special guest for y'all, virtual interview. You know what I'm saying? Not your average fro.
Jessica.
We're
looking
hopefully.
forward to it,
You know,
bro.
yes, we are. Some things happened today, but she couldn't make it, but it's okay. We're going to move on. We thank y'all for listening. Jazz, your hoodie and your t-shirt is with Tanisha.
And you may or may not get it,
Yes.
depending on how you act.
We thank y'all for listening. We thank y'all for tuning in. We thank y'all for catching us these last 2.5 years, man. We appreciate y'all.
Love the support, y'all. Sharing the clips and everything.
Yes.
Being special guests and everything. Y'all
Yes.
just coming out and showing out. We love y'all for it.
So, y'all know what it is. Buy a hoodie, buy a t-shirt, like, subscribe, tell your friends. You know what I'm saying? We are Killing Tyme Crew and we are out.
Yes, sir.
Have a drink on us.
Peace.